Today we're checking out 3D Wrap's Sequential Kit for the Thrustmaster TH8S shifter. This is the top plate. It has two orientations. So if we place the plate in that direction, that's the short shift, and then there's the long shift. So you do have two positions for this. And also we have this bag of bits and pieces which we need to put together. There is a full guide on their website on how to construct this, because for something which is actually a relatively simple type of modification, essentially using elastic bands or elastomer bands as we have here to recenter the stick, there's a lot of moving parts. Yeah, so we do need to put all this together. I think we only use two of these. We get some spares there. But yeah, lots of bits and pieces here, which does make it appear actually quite complicated for something which is quite simple. But all you need to do is follow the video guide on 3D Wrap's website, so on the store page, and you should be able to put this together. And that's what I'm going to do right now. Okay, well that was a massive failure. Now I can accept some responsibility by the fact I did file all the pieces, But that was the only way I was going to get this to fit into place, because I spent an awful lot of time and I could feel it creaking away, and I thought I was actually going to break this. So I felt I had no choice but to actually shave it down a little bit. But clearly it seems apparent that I overdid that. But yeah, I had no choice on that one. And even like this, after I filed it down a bit, it did feel like a tight fit, but not enough. So what you can establish from this mod, that it is completely a friction fit. Those little hooks on the end don't really do anything. It's entirely on basically how much tightness is between these parts and the sides of the gear gates. The problem I see with this mod is eventually these parts will wear out and it will pop out like I showed you. I simply accelerated the wear and tear, because there's going to be sometimes you'll want to use this as a H-pattern shifter, so you will be removing this and then installing it when you want to use it as a sequential. So you're going to be going through this process of, you know, on, off, and that will rub those parts and it will eventually wear them to the point when it will just pop out. I would say that's a flaw in this product, and indeed another flaw was the fact I wasn't able to fit it, you know, as is. I did need to file it down to get this to fit into place. Another problem I can see with this design is when you pull it and push it, you're hitting the end and it's putting a lot of pressure into that point there, and it wants to pull itself out. You can see it here. So no matter how firm this is planted inside the gear gates, over time when you're pushing and pulling on this gear lever and you're not going to be gentle with it with a sequential shifter, it will eventually kind of just work its way out no matter what. That's not going to work, is it? I can't see how this system's going to be effective. It's just no good. You can just sit there, look, forward, back, and it just tips out because it's just basically levering its way out. Not a good one. So overall, I would not recommend this one. It didn't work out for me, you know, but you know, who knows? Maybe you'll have better luck than I did, guys. But there you go, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, happy simming, and bye-bye for now.